Hello and welcome, Theophany here for a mass pack opening. I thought I'd do something a little different with this video. I would have done a Ikoria Lair of Behemoth's mass pack opening, but just doing sealed in all the drafts, I'm missing less than 25% of the cards of the set to have full play sets. Hence why my vault is ridiculously full. So without any further ado, we'll go ahead and just jump right on into this. I actually don't have, not going to complain, I don't have a lot of the Theros Beyond Death packs, because I've done far less drafts of this than I have the Ikoria, oddly enough. But between all the video editing issues and things going on like that with my computer, just being junk ultimately, I mean, I can't say much. I bought this thing like, it was either 3 or 4 years ago, and haven't upgraded it since. But working on fixing that. I've got a friend of mine right now who's looking at building a computer for me, just specifically for streaming and playing like Magic Arena. My laptop ain't cutting it anymore. Ooh, I like that card, Shadow Spear. When I did my Theros Beyond Death draft in person, the first tournament I went to, first draft, Friday night draft I went to, I got that card and it was pretty nice. But no, there's quite a few packs here. I mean, I don't know if it's worth the money it costs to do this, but it is kind of fun. Just the exhilaration of being like, okay, what am I going to get? And I mean, if nothing else, you get a pile of these. I mean, like, my uncommons are stupid. 42 uncommons. I'd almost rather them tone down the uncommons a bit and bump up the rares and mythics just a hair. Even if it's not like a good proportional ratio. That's nice to have. The Scry lands aren't bad. Pain lands are better. But Scry lands aren't terrible. Yeah, this card was so amazing in Theros Beyond Death, as well as the Iona's Blessings. Both of those cards are really good. The Labyrinth was okay, and Impending Doom was good if you're in an aggro deck. I remember when I first looked at that card and I thought it was going to be like amazing to play it on an opponent, but it's not. That's something you want to play on yourself and do a pile of damage. This card screwed me. I know an opponent got one of the God cards, and me and my stupidity thought it didn't have Indestructible when it wasn't a creature. So I played that and pretty much threw a game. I want to say it's actually on the channel. I just don't remember what draft it was. I drafted him and it just didn't work out too well for me. He definitely seems like he'd be a good card constructed though. I went most of the set before I realized how strong this was, just because I didn't read it. I thought it only got 1+1/+1 counter, and then it was done. But you can get it literally every turn, which is absolutely bonkers. Another Scryland. Whew, 29 packs to go. As the video goes on, if it starts to drag out a little too much, I will mass open 10 of them. I never drafted that. I've drafted against people who drafted that. But it just, I mean, it's a bomb if you can get it out. The problem with it is it just costs so much mana. Beautiful card. I loved this set, like when it came to playing it. The lore itself I wasn't a huge fan of, but the actual mechanics I came to enjoy the set a lot. It was kind of bittersweet because when they got rid of the what's the set before this one? Oh, of course my brain's gonna freeze. Throne of Eldraine. That was by far my favorite set I've ever done. I just really like the whimsical knight theme. And then we went to Theros Beyond Death, which is more like a Greek mythology. And I was like, meh. But it did grow on me. As I drafted more and more, I came to enjoy the set. I understood it a little better. Like a Myers Grass being beautiful. I never liked this guy. I'm not going to say he wasn't good, because in the draft setting he actually performed pretty well. But when I look at the card, he just struck me as a really big blue flyer. That's all he is. I know down the road here, I might actually do a real card collection. Because like the Theros Beyond Death, I'm sorry. The Throne of Eldraine, I actually got a completed set minus 2 cards. I never went and got the Royal Science and one of the Arcane white cards. He's literally $1 rare. I just never went and got him. But every other card I've got at least one play version of it. Not counting all the alternates, I just didn't care. To me, those are cool, but I'm not going to go pay 3 times the cost of a card to get an alternate art version of it. If I want to do that, I'll go buy a proxy. I know not everybody's a huge fan of them, but... Ooh, Nexus Lotus. Yeah, the Lonesome Chimera was really nice. This card, I didn't realize how powerful it was till like my last couple of drafts. It says whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, this card gains double strike until end of turn. Holy crap. I was like, oh, you really ain't going to trigger that very often until you realize, wait a minute, this set's all about enchantments. It's kind of silly how many enchantments are in this set. This guy kind of underperformed for me. There was times he was amazing, and then there was times that he was like, meh. I think I drafted him twice, actually. This card wasn't bad. I drafted him once, and it did pretty good. I've lost to it before. The Dreamstalker, Manicore, never did anything for me. Hero of the Pride, I know a lot of people really liked him. I thought he was okay. There's a few times he's done really good things for me, and there's a few times that he just was trash. Gift of Strength, just because I played Magic a lot, I always have a hard time with anything that's a worse version than Giant Growth, which is a 1-drop. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Yes, this gives reach, but for a trick, I don't really care. That was my preference. I would just rather it be a 1-drop and give +3/+3. I remember one draft I did with this. It was so bad. I just fed my face off because I tried drafting it in paper. And the problem was where I draft, once you pick your card, you set it down on the table and you're not supposed to look at it till in between packs. And it's really hard to remember everything you pick up. And you're like, okay, so how many cards before I've hit? Yeah, it was a pain. This underperformed in every format I've ever seen this thing in. Because I remember looking at this and being like, oh, whenever my opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, this is amazing. Yeah, it never worked. I felt like every deck I put this thing in, when I drafted, I never versed decks that used its mechanic. Final 10. Alright. Ooh, that's a first one. It's pretty nice. Never got to play that. Really neat card. I don't think he's that great in this format, in the draft format. Because I think I drafted actually, I know I drafted a deck around him. So, in draft, I've seen this god, I've seen the green god, and I've seen the white god. I have not seen any of the other ones. And to be honest with you, of all the gods that I've seen, this was the least scary. I mean, I'm not going to say he's not scary, and I don't really want to fight him, but he was definitely the least fearsome that I was concerned about versing. Elspeth Conquers Death, that was a really nice pickup. I got that a couple times. I wouldn't be surprised if I have a playset of 4 of it. Yeah, I got that card once or twice. I really enjoyed that one as well. Just the idea of it makes something a threat, and then when you kill that threat, it makes 2/2/2 tokens. Interesting card. It was either amazing or trash. I haven't really played him much, but I got a friend who plays him a lot, and he's like, yeah, he's either amazing or he's trash. The Tentacle Kraken. I would love to build a Kraken deck with him. I might sometime in the near future as I build my collection up here on Arena. I mean, I'm getting to the point now where I can pretty much make one deck just from these, assuming I had nothing for the cards. But I do have most of them. I actually have a lot more than I thought I did. What we'll do when we're done here is we'll go into my collection and just see what I'm missing for this set. Well, that was the last pack. So then we can hop down here into collections. And you go to Theros Beyond Death. We want to go not collected. I'm actually doing a lot better now. Just because I've got way too many. I want to get it down to like 1 page. Which means I gotta craft 3 of these bad boys. I know some of these cards, I don't think you can pull in booster packs. You can only get them from the, like, the ones that were released with the Commander decks. Is that? Let's do this. Not collected. Okay. Filtered. Not collected. Alright, yeah, there we go. So now we're on the 1 page. So this is all I'm missing from this set. The cards that I've not gotten one of. But until next time, guys, this is Theophany signing off.